So, last time I told you we would do a horizontal video, not a portrait mode one like the 2-3 videos I've made in a row. So, there you go. Deathsmiles. It's an horizontal shmup made by Cave, which is pretty much the same people who made Dodonpachi, and some that are related to Akatu Blue that I'm still playing to this day, trying to improve my score. So here what we'll do is a run of the smartphone version. The game came out on mobile. It's also available in HD because this game, man, it's definitely not HD. It's an old mobile game. I mean, that used to be an arcade game, and you can play the HD version of the first and second game on PlayStation 5, 4, and probably Xbox and Steam and all of those places. But here there's an exclusive mode from what I understand, and it's the smartphone version. In the arcade version, you go from stage to stage, you have 3 lives, and yeah, this is pretty much it. In this version, you can improve your gear, buy some new weapons, some new armor, so it changes the thing a bit, and you also have a story. I am not reading this, like, no fucking way. It is not that great, to be completely honest, but I'm leaving it there because there's not a lot of footage of this on the internet. So I'm letting it play, but basically you're a small princess, and I'm not gonna spoil it because I've made it farther in this playthrough. I cleared easy mode, but I haven't cleared normal mode. And this is normal mode, where I improved quite a bit of my gear, but I failed. This is a failed run. But look, I promised a full screen game, a normal sized one, which end up not quite being the case because it's captured on an iPad, and so it doesn't really fit the screen the way you would want to on YouTube. But I swear to you, it would not be a portrait mode game. I had in mind to do Civilization 7 actually, and I installed the game and played it for my usual 15-20 minutes when I do a Apple Arcade adventure video, and it was incredibly embarrassing. I was not adding anything to the conversation. I did not understand the game. I did not know what to do. The only thing you would have seen is the menu. But there's already a bunch of videos about Civilization 7 made by smarter people than me. So I scrapped that project, but then I was beginning to think I should upload something. It's been more than 10 days, which is not usually my... I try to at least have one video every week. And so, yeah, I was playing this and thought, you know what, I'm gonna record a run and I'm gonna present it to people. It's a well-known shmup in the shmup community, but I don't think it's a very well-known game in general. So I thought it could be some interesting footage that you're gonna see, and maybe give you the desire to play this game for yourself. So I could have chose any of the 3 first stages here. We're gonna do all of them, but you can kind of choose in which order you want to do it. So yeah. Now, I am not an expert of this game. I'm gonna share what I know, but take it with a grain of salt. I'm not super good. So you have the normal shot one that I'm using, and you have the laser shot, which I'm using right now. So you have 2 types of shots. Now I'm back on the normal shot type of thing. Some enemies are easier to kill with one or the other, and some enemies will give you more points if you kill with one of the two instead of the other. This is what I understand. Some enemy will drop skulls, which are worth a little points, and some of them will drop crowns, which are worth a lot of points. And depending on the type of enemies, depending the weapon you've killed it with, that's gonna give you the crowns or the skulls. I hope I'm making sense here. But yeah, so you kind of have to learn which enemies are, you know, with what type of weapon you should kill each enemies to max out your score. This is what I understand. The stages are very short, like here it's already the boss, so it's a 30-minute game, basically, which is a perfect length for a arcade title such as this one. I'm very tired. I'm speaking pretty poorly, which you could tell me is the usual. But here I'm even, you know, those smart games, they always had to have some kind of touch thingy, and I failed. It's super embarrassing, but I don't fail the next ones. This is the only one I failed. This is very embarrassing. I feel like this this meme where the person is trying to put the triangle in the circle or something like that. That was pretty bad. Then I could do any of those 3 stages. I went just straight line. That's it. Now, when you kill enemies and you get those skulls and crowns, you can get the points to the bottom left to 1,000. Once it's there, you can activate power mode. Well, the power up mode, which I think will influence your defense, but more importantly will give you a huge boost in attack and a huge boost in scoring points. The enemies, as you can see here, I activated the power up, and the enemies are dropping a lot of shit. So, and see, depending on what weapon you're using to kill them, they could have dropped even more, because I don't always know which weapon to use. And in the smartphone version, it's not like in the base game, from what I understand, laser is like a more narrow shot but stronger, and the normal shot is more like weaker but spreads more. In the arcade, in the smartphone version, the thing is, you can buy a bunch of different weapons that will influence your laser attack, shot attack, all of those things. So, you know, when I switch back to shot, I usually, like right now, my shot is definitely stronger than my laser. If you get hit, your hitbox is only the small thing glowing like yellow, golden in your in the middle of your character. This is your hitbox. If you get hit while you have some bombs, well, the bombs will take the hit, gonna explode, gonna do damage, and that's gonna be it. If you don't have any bombs left, then it's gonna be your HP that will take the hits. And once you have no HP left and it doesn't refill between the stages, you're getting a game over, and you can take a continue. You can credit feed up to a certain point. I think I've shown it in the beginning of the video, but you can buy in the shop some more credits. You can even buy some with real money. From what I understand, they are permanent, so I could, you know, I could give the game a few more dollars and I could have gotten my clear, or I can grind, get the money, the in-game money, and I can just buy some more continues and clear the game that way. The game is $7.99, which is somewhat pricey for a game, for a 10 years old smartphone game that hasn't been really updated. They could have. I wish they would have given the Dodonpachi Resurrection HD treatment, because it doesn't look that great on my on my iPad. You can see the pixels for sure, and it's somewhat blurry, and I don't know how it's gonna translate to YouTube, but it's not great on my iPad. I mean, and it's a shame because the visuals, they're great. I like the set pieces. I like the places we go to. I think the boss are cool looking. The enemies are great. It's wacky. I like it. I like how it looks. I just wish it would look HD. That's all. That's all there is to it. So this is what I've been playing lately. I've been playing this, still a bit of Aka to Blue, been trying Civilization 7, still on my Count of Monte Cristo reading thing. I am 85% done on the third volume, and there's 4. So I'm getting close to finishing this. So quite happy about that. I've been reading quite a bit lately. Started reading on the bus, which takes away some time to watch YouTube videos. So my watch later list is kind of crazy bad. I have more than 200 videos. Some videos have been there for 2 years. But it's just that when I'm at work, YouTube is playing all day. I'm listening to like 7 hours of YouTube every single day. But the thing is, I'm not watching YouTube because I'm actually working, like for real. But I like listening to stuff, and YouTube is my source of podcast. And so I'm listening to those. But sometimes I find some videos and I'm like, man, I really want to watch this. So it's on my watch later list for when I'm like on the bus or at home and I want to watch the video. Just this morning, I finished watching Jason Graves' top 10 worst Nintendo 64 games that he's played. He's played them all to completion, and he's giving his reviews, and some were pretty pretty wild, pretty bad, and very funny too. It was very funny to watch him suffer through this. It was great. I really enjoyed it. But anyway, all that to say, some videos I really want to watch. I have the Matthew Matos's big analysis of Dark Souls that has been sitting there for years. And the thing is, it's like 6-7 hours long. And I haven't had the courage to start this video. But one of these days, telling you, one of these days, I am gonna watch them all. Another project I have is, I think I've talked about it already, but might as well talk about it again. I was given at Christmas a Lego Game Boy, and I want to talk about Game Boy games while, you know, making the set on camera. I think that could make for a nice video. Kind of not an unboxing. It's not an unboxing, but you know, building Lego while talking about my Game Boy memories and games I enjoyed and all of those things. I think it could make for a nice few videos. I could do it like it's all in the box. It's all if you've made Legos recently, you know that now it's like you have many bags, and they're, you know, there's bag 1, bag 2, bag 3. I could do like a video for each bag and then, you know, release them piece by piece. That I think that could be nice. So this is something I want to do, but then I need some time. I need some time to do it, and I need to be comfortable at a table, which means not having a lot of noise around, so people would have to go somewhere else, or I need to clean up the office downstairs, which I am right now in, but there's no way I can make Legos. That there's no available space. It's crazy. So anyway, this is something I want to do. And that's pretty much it. I don't have any big project, any big goals right now. Just enjoying arcade games. I know Grubitten really wants me to play Where Winds Meet, and it's something I want to do, like honestly. But I'm really not putting a lot of times in games, and now there's some challenges ahead. Just this next week, my daughter is having a. It's not bad. It's not threatening, but she's having a surgery next Friday, and that's gonna keep me somewhat busy. So I don't know. Depending on the complications and stuff like that. Last time it was great. We did not have any big challenges, but you never know. It's not gonna be great, so I am kind of bracing for that. And yeah, I don't see myself getting into a big open world online games with 200 side quests to do. I don't know. I think that if I try it, I won't like it because this is not the mood I am in right now. I am in a mood of playing an arcade game that I can clear in 30 minutes and get better at and get a 1cc at some point. That would be my goal with Deathsmiles. I got my 1cc on easy mode in the arcade version. But yeah, smartphone version is somewhat difficult. Enemies, the thing is that enemies get pretty tanky. I think that's the big problem, that you don't face in the same way in the arcade mode. Because in arcade mode there's no grinding, there's no special weapon you can buy, there's no armor and stuff like that, so it's a very different experience. It's the same stages. The story is a bit different, mostly the ending, but yeah, it plays differently. But I like smartphone. It gives me an objective, to grind for those things and get better. I was happy when I got my 1cc achievements for the easy mode. Now I'm working on normal. I'm still far from it because with 2 continues, I did not succeed killing the last boss. I was very, very close. This is heartbreaking, honestly. But yeah, I failed. And I thought about not releasing the video, not doing the voiceover, and just forget it. I'll do it when I succeed, but I don't know when that will be, and I don't know what to post on the channel. I really needed something, and this is something that I really enjoy, and I really wanted to show to you people who watch those videos. This is genuinely something I wanted to share, so I thought, you know what? There's a bonus stage that you can do for ranking more points. I'm not doing it because I would have not made it to the last boss, because the bonus stage is pretty difficult, let me tell you. So yeah, I decided to not mess with that, like at all. Here, those characters here, they are the 4 main characters of the arcade game, the main game. You can choose to play as one of them. And at the end of the game, it's like, do you want to stay in the fantastical world or go back home? And in this version here that we have, our princess, she's encountering those characters, and they kind of went mad, and they're the one who messed things up because they were not able to go back home, and now they're mad to be stuck in this wretched place. This is basically the story. But then you'll see there's kind of a twist. But yeah, those four girls are the main character of the arcade version. But yeah, there's a twist. There is a twist. Just you wait. There's not long much. Later tonight, I'm gonna watch John Wick Ballerina with my wife. I brought this back from work, so I'm curious. I've heard many conflicting things about Ballerina, but you know, gonna watch it for free at home. Nothing to lose. I'm curious, so it can't be that bad. And John Wick's, he's making an appearance in the movie, so that's gonna be enough for me. It's gonna be fine. Gonna make myself some drinks. Gonna eat some barbecue peanuts. I'm gonna watch Ballerina. That's my planned evening. That's pretty much what this is. Hope it's good. Well, good enough. I know I'm pretty sure I won't enjoy it as much as I enjoy John Wick, but if it can give me a nice evening of entertainment, I'm gonna be happy. I'm not asking for anything else than that. That's just what I want. Apart from that, I want to replay some old games that I used to play when I was young. I have a Miu Mini Plus. I did an unboxing here a few months ago, a year ago maybe. I don't know. Time sure does fly. But yeah, I want to play one game I really want to play that I keep still coming back in my mind is Final Fantasy Adventure. It's kind of the first Secret of Mana that they called Final Fantasy instead of Secret of Mana for some reason. I don't know like the deep lore of this, but it's kind of Final Fantasy but plays like Zelda. We could say that. And I haven't been playing that for decades, and I'm very curious to replay this. And it should be somewhat of a short experience. I would like to play Solar Striker. Solar Striker is kind of a shmup, a vertical shmup. You go from the bottom up. It's a 25-minute game. I'm curious to replay that. So yeah, I've been thinking about playing with my Miu Mini. It's such a great little consoles too. Really fun to play with this. There's a bunch of games you can play. Like GBA. GBA games are pretty much the best you can play on this. SNES. SNES is great. I should replay Mario RPG. I would love that. But it's long. Like 20 hours or so. I'd like to play the remake on the Switch. We have a Switch at home. I don't talk about it often, but we do. I should play Crimson Clover on the Switch, which is pretty much the best shmup there is on there, from what I understand. So many games to play, that's crazy. That's just crazy. I haven't done yet my games I want to play this year video. And one of the reason is I don't have a big plan this year. I certainly hope that Flying Oak Games will release Knuckle Paradise. You should start seeing some stuff about it on Steam in the next few weeks. They're getting the release prepped up, like the advertisement and bringing awareness to the game. So it's getting closer at least. Can't wait to play that. I love Scourgebringer so much. I'm gonna play anything they do. So really looking forward this. It's kind of an open world beat 'em up. What I'm looking forward to is the game feel. This is very what they are good at doing. Making the game fun to play on a very basic level, like movement and reaction, how it feels to play while how it feels to press the buttons. Basically, this is what they're good at doing. This is why I like Scourgebringer so much, because at the end of the day, Scourgebringer doesn't reinvent the wheel. It's a roguelite. Super fast-paced 2D side-scroller. But the way you feel while you're playing it is crazy good. The way your character moves, the way it jumps, the way it attacks enemies. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. So this is where our friends are like, yeah, we don't like it here. We're mad. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff. I win here. I can kill those, but then there's a second boss that really destroys me. And have I known about this, I would have been more careful with how I played. But now I was like, I still have a continue anyway, I'm gonna win. I don't have to play all that well. It doesn't matter. It's the end of the game. Boom, continue. I have 3 bombs. I can just bomb them and they die, and that's it. But I could have been more careful, and I would have probably win. There, I got my achievement. But now they're telling me. Yeah, the princess realized there's something wrong. She won't kill her friends. That doesn't make any sense. So Miyu was the bad guy all along. He entered our dreams. This is all a dream. Zack would be pleased. Zack is a huge hater of Link's Awakening because, well, a huge hater is a bit too much, but he's holding some kind of grudge against Link's Awakening because actually it's all a dream, and while you finish the game, nothing happened for real. And when we were talking about it on his podcast a while ago, I was like, well, nothing's happening for real in any Zelda games. They're just games. It's fine. Whether it's a dream or not, it doesn't really change the fact that it's not real. So anyway, I don't mind at all the dream thing in games. That's not a problem for me. But yeah, it's all a dream, and yeah, he's mad. He's very ugly, very very ugly. But he's strong. I can tell you this. Gonna wreck my face. This is what it's gonna do. Next time I'll be more prepared. I've made quite a bit of money during this run, so I'll be able to go and buy maybe another continue, and that's gonna give me the victory. Then I hope I'm gonna be able to do it without using a continue, but it's gonna be easier said than done. It's not an easy game. It's, well, I say that, and I can tell you it's kind of an easy shmup. If you compare to the other one I've played, this one is somewhat easy. I would say it's a good beginner shmup. You can play this as your first, and you're gonna have a great time. There's a bunch of different modes, a lot of difficulty setting. I think, yeah, I think it's a good first shmup. Music is nice, and it plays well. It's fun to play. I like it. I'm doing a run or two in the evening and unlock a few new things. That's pretty relaxed. I enjoy it. I would recommend Deathsmiles. But this is it. I lost. Next time it might be different. I think this is where I'm gonna show you. Oh yeah, I got the new costumes. So I'm showing you the costume. I was already using the non-default one. Now I'm starting a run just to show you like how it looks. Skipping the story, just yeah, so it can look like this. I think I'm gonna go back to the blue one. I'm not a big fan of what I'm seeing here. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Hope you've enjoyed. If you did, leave me a like, a comment, and now go do something else. Go play games. Bye bye.